This is going to be an unboxing of my CETME LC parts kit that I got. And we'll discuss this. Here we go. We have a sling here, and then I guess the rest of this comes sealed in the bag. And just to make sure, there's nothing else in the box. Well, let's see what we got. Now, parts kits in general, you know, back in the days, they, made it to where you don't have a live barrel. This has a live barrel. Okay. Also, the cost of this kit. Okay. Back when Mark Lamar was making a limited run of these with the barrel extension, the kit without the barrel cost a little under 5 CETME or 500 units. This kit with the live barrel cost me 2C, 200 units. So I could not say no. Alright, so what do we have here? Let me zoom in a little. Alright, we have the trigger group, which to do a semi-auto conversion, something has to be modified on this. But there it is. Condition is pretty damn good. There is a small bag with push pins. This part, the selector, has to be modified. Magazine release, I believe with the spring and parts, and the 2 takedown pins, so that's there. And in this packet we have the bolt carrier group here and the bolt. We have the recoil spring, the rear sight in the section of the receiver, rear sight assembly, and the folding stock assembly, which is for the CETME LC, specifically for that. Now, I did find out after some further research that trying to take this buttstock and that and putting it like on my rifle, I have a Mark Lamar rifle, won't work. The bolt assembly and everything, I believe, is all designed to work with the short barrel. So all of these parts, no matter what, I guess I'm going to be confined to making a separate gun that only uses these parts. I can't. I've seen a guy that took one of these and put a rifle length barrel on one on YouTube, but it looks like we're going to have to keep it in the carbine mode. But these are the parts there. And actually, you know, this portion of it doesn't really have any wear or anything on it. This does, because probably it was carried. I don't see any matching parts on it. They didn't serial number these. This part, it's been used, has some wear on the front there, but nothing, you know, these are pretty much in very good, if not excellent condition kits. And now for the front assembly. Now this has some wear and tear on it. The bore looks good, a little dirty. You can see where this has wear, and it has this PTO Daddy number 4. I don't know if this is how they marked it in the rack or whatever, or what that means. But you see we have our 12-inch barrel. This is the newer style. The ones Mark Lamar made were the real early style, had a different handguard on there. And this is what we paid for, live barrel sunk in there. How much easier it will be for this to be built into a firearm, I'm not quite sure. But also I tried fitting a bolt in there, did not quite want to go. Gonna have to file a little bit of softening and see if I can get this to close up. And then I could measure the bolt gap and take that information down. Hopefully this is headspace to the same gun. Kind of don't know. But let me see if I can get the handguard off. Okay, so the forward handguard, once you remove the pin, you have to slide this forward off the barrel. That's how that comes off. And you got to line up the little lanyard loop for your sling here. This has to be lined up and it slides on there. So this is what we got. You know, the barrel is still pinned to the trunnion in there. Where the hell is it? Alright. Well. There's a better look at it. It looks in good shape. Like I said, it's fairly clean. Got decent rifling. How used it's been, I don't know. How difficult it will be making a build, I'm not sure. I'm pretty well satisfied for this, considering, like I said, what these kits used to go for, the older ones, without the barrel, okay, were double, if not more, than what I paid for this kit right at the moment. Granted, I didn't know it's limited. I have to build something around this barrel length, and you know, the thought was put the extension on to get it to 16 inches. So that's not a big deal. Going the short barrel rifle route, don't know. But let's do a look at the whole parts kit. Alright, we'll get a close-up look a little bit better instead of me trying to hold this. Like I said, it's not in terrible condition. You know, unfortunately this folding stock I don't think can be used with the rifle. Maybe I'll go and make a video where we take the rifle apart and I'll show you what they've done to make them semi-auto. The kit still has to be demilled. Have to kind of figure out how to get this thing apart without royally screwing it up. But there you go. And like I said, you know, these things they're kind of rare. I guess they only made so many of the short-barreled ones. And this rifle did not stay in service long. So, really unique kit. Here's another look at the handguard, and that's a 2-position folding stock. The button on the top actuates it, and there it is in the open position. So not that bad, and like I said, these things sold out a couple days. They didn't go as fast as the AK kits, but they're gone. And the few places selling them, there were 2 that I know of, they're sold out. Didn't go as fast as the AK, the Russian AK made kits, but still went fast enough. And I got one just to hang on to, and I will decide what I'm going to do with this later and look into the options that I have with this. Alright, thank you and stay tuned.